going? You probably know where I am. I'm in the bathroom in the motorhome in the good old Talbot. I've got a little job to do. We've recently just been on a little trip, and I made a few lists of things to do. And I tell you what, some of them are more important than others. It seems we've got a little bit of an exhaust leak. That's all right. We'll mend that. But it's all right if you're about half an hour of a journey, not too bad. But over an hour, I'd say, you start to sniff it. You start to smell it on the inside, and that's not good, really. You know, it makes it a bit unpleasant to drive. But we'll come to that later on. I've got a little list of things to do, but the main thing on my list at the moment that I can do with the time I've got at the moment is this. So, bit of a shower gel leakage there, we'll ignore that, we'll clean that up in a minute. So, I couldn't get any further with the tap. I don't know whether I actually done a video of it or not. I know I filmed a bit, but I don't know if I actually done anything with it. But, the issue is that the pipe for the plug holes in the shower, and in the sink here, that is, I can't remember what that is, something smaller, but it's 28.5mm pipe that I've had put in. There it is there, look. And it's too fat, it doesn't go around that. So what I've had to do is I've had to buy some adapters. Now I didn't know this because obviously we all know I sent this off to a professional, we'll say a professional, to do all of this work. He put on a new roof and he fitted a whole new bathroom, but he used the old sink. I don't know why he used the old sink, but he did. I did think that he was going to put a new sink in, but he didn't. He put the old sink in, which is fine. I'm happy with that. The old sink, nothing wrong with the old sink, it's just a different colour. It's just that colour compared to the wall, but I thought it was all going to match. But let's not talk about what I thought, let's talk about the facts now. So I thought, oh no, we're going back to what I thought. Oh well, we'll go back to what I thought then. I thought that the sink was plumbed in. I know he said the shower tray's not plumbed in because he couldn't get the right plug hole for some reason. Don't know why he couldn't get the right plug hole, I've just found them in a shop. So, I thought he said the sink was plumbed in, but I found out a few weeks ago when I tried to use the sink that it wasn't because I got wet feet. So, I've been around, I've been to different shops, none of the local shops had the right plug holes that I needed. So I had to do the next best thing and go on the internet. I don't like going on the internet to buy things, but I had to go on the internet to buy it. So I went on the internet and bought it. And this is what I've got. Hopefully, we'll get it going now. So, hopefully, after a little bit of hunting around, I think I've managed to find the right measurements. But it turns out that it ain't as simple as buying a plug hole with the right dimension here, so you can just slip the pipe over it and happy days. You got to buy adapters and things. So I had to get adapters. Nope, that must go like that. There we go. Hopefully that's right. Because this is what they told me I needed. So if they told me the wrong thing and it ain't what I need, I won't be very happy. Because I explained in great detail what I had. Anyway, they said I need 2 of these adapters, and I need a sealer, a sealing washer, which I'm assuming this must be what this is. They sent me 2 of them. And so this one will be for the shower. It's a straight down one. Ding. And this one's for me tap, for me sink, for me basin even. Basin. It's a basin. Right. It's clear here that this is gonna bloody work. Oh man. I definitely measured that. It's 28.5mm. And when you look up convoluted pipe, I would call that corrugated, but they call it convoluted. 28.5mm pipe. There's loads of it. It's this stuff here. So I said that's what I've got, and all I want is a plug hole to attach to it, and that will fit in there. Does it fit in there? Don't even fit in there, look. It said I had a 40mm hole. I'm gonna have to. Well, I can always drill that big arm. This is the old one. You cock. It's because that don't go in there, does it? You twit. Ain't about. It's because that don't bloody go in there and it comes up from the bottom. Don't listen to me. I'm being a tit. There we go. Right, so that does fit. Right, so I've got that bit right. What's a tit? Right, so that's right. Right, we'll ignore what I just said because that bit's right. I was getting carried away. I was getting frustrated that this isn't fitting, but that bit's fine. So we know that's all right, but I can't get it to fit on the end of there. But I will manage it, because this, he said I need the adapter to make this fit on the pipe. So I said, all right then, I'll have an adapter as well then. But the thing is, the adapter's the bloody same size as the pipe. So how the hell does that work? I might as well just not have the adapter and put the pipe on there. But the trouble is, that's the same size as that. But I think I might be able to get it to go on. Let me try. I don't know what they've sold me. I don't know what they've sold me here, unless they put the wrong ones in by mistake. But Jesus, man, it must have been fresh in his mind from the telephone call what I wanted. But that don't go on there, and that is supposed to go in there, I reckon, to seal it. But that don't go in there because it's too big. It's too big with that on there. I don't know what's going on here. I ain't got a clue, man. He said this would all fit, but it doesn't. Oh well. Never mind. Well, I come up with a plan. I thought I got the heat gun out and I melted the pipe enough so I could get that adapter to go in there, and hopefully it would seal enough around this. It's not under pressure, is it? It's just a drain. And I thought that would go in there, but it doesn't. So I tried to put that seal around it, but it's the same bloody size. I don't understand. They've obviously sold me the wrong stuff. I was giving them the benefit of the doubt for a minute there, and I was thinking that it's just me being a cock, and I have got the right stuff, I just didn't know how to put it together. But I can't work out how it goes together because everything's the same size. So that's a bit of a shame. I'm just gonna have a little fanny around, see if I can make it work, because, well, it'd be nice to get this to work. I'm not opposed to a bodge as long as it works. If something works, is it a bodge? No. Right, so I've got this special duct tape. It's not just any old duct tape. This is special duct tape, specially for installing plug holes. So now I've got that on, I can put that underneath there, put the washer on, put the screw, put the plug hole on, put the screw through, and that should be alright. Then we can give it a test to make sure that all my professional installations have worked properly. Right, a little bit awkward. I haven't got a tap sorted out yet. I've got a plan for a tap. I haven't been able to find. I've been literally looking all over the place. I've looked in actual shops, I've asked in shops, I've asked on the internet, you know, internet shops. I've looked on the break-in market for people breaking camper vans and caravans and all sorts. I can't find. I don't want the whole assembly, because I know you're going to look, shout at the screen and go, yeah, you can get them, you can buy a brand new one if you want. I don't want the old lot. All I want is a tap that unscrews and screws on there. That's all I want, like what I got in the kitchen. I don't fancy taking all the taps apart and all of that, because none of that's leaking at the moment. It's all good. I just want to unscrew this, take this pipe off, screw a tap on, happy days. Or if I can find a tap with a little plunger which also has this shower attached to it and you can switch between, that will be fine as well. But I just want a tap at the moment. I'm not bothered about the shower for now. I could always unscrew it and screw the shower pipe on when I want the shower, you know what I mean. But I have got an idea for a tap. I'm going to make my own tap, so stick around for that and you'll see exactly what I'm going to do. But let's see if this works. Now if I turn on the water, I'll try and turn it on slowly if I can. Why ain't it working? Oh, hang on. Right, here we go. I didn't have the switch on. Right, so now let's might get a little bit of air. There it goes. I've got any leaks. Happy days. No leaks. I know my sink's on a bit of a tilt. Try and raise that up somehow. Look at that. No leaks. That should be, hopefully, going into the tank. And hang on, why is it backing up? It's supposed to be draining. Why is that not draining? It don't drain very well, does it? We got a new issue. Right, I've been underneath. I forgot to take the blooming camera, but I've been underneath, and the pipe isn't connected. It doesn't go anywhere. It doesn't go into the blooming grey tank. It's just wrapped around the chassis. That's why it weren't draining, because the water was going down and then it was trying to go up, but there wasn't enough pressure for it to go up and round. I've let it all drain away now, apart from the big ones in there where it goes like that. I'll have to try and sort that out, try and prop it up. I don't know why he's mounted it. He's mounted it on a slant like that, so the sink's going down, so all the water just collects there. It's meant to be facing that way a bit. You know, it's not because we're on a slant either, it's because that's how the sink's mounted. Anyway, so I've sorted one thing, so at least I can button all this back up now. I can put all the cowling and all that back on there, or whatever you want to call that. This is a waste of time, I don't know why. These were bloody £6 each, these were. Oh, I don't know. Doesn't matter, I've sorted that. So all I've got to do really now then, because I've got to get underneath to do the shower anyway. I can put the plug in, no I can't. I've got to get underneath to do the shower anyway. So yeah, that's that for now. I'm going to button all this up. I'm not going to do that. I'm running out of time today now. So I thought I was going to mend the sink, but I've done half of it. All I've got to do now is hope. I might have to take that water tank down though in order to fit it in. I don't know yet. We'll have to have a look. There's a job for another day. But hopefully I'll be able to get my arm up and cut the pipe enough, slot it in the top, and that'll be that. That'll be that? What am I? That will be that. But if not, I'll have to undo the brackets, take the water tank down. That means I better inspect it while I'm at it. And I'd like to put a bigger one in, because for some reason you get an 82 litre freshwater tank, but then you only get a 32 or 36, I can't remember, litre, it's I think 32 or 36 litre bloody grey water tank, which is no good, is it? Because that's full up before you've run out of water. You'd think it'd be the other way around. You'd think it'd be a bigger grey water, and that's, well, or the same size at the very least. Yeah, you think they'd be the same size, but no, because obviously you're going to get more grey water, you're going to get more dirty water, because you're going to be putting stuff down the sink. I don't know if you're like us. Some people are probably purists and don't put anything down the sink other than washing up water, but we pour drinks down the sink, we pour all sorts down the sink, because it's a bloody sink and it's a grey water tank, and let's wash it out, put disinfectant down it, it don't smell. That's what it is. But that means you fill it up more. You know, that gets more in it than, yeah, so yeah, it's weird. If you know the answer, why is the grey water tank smaller than the fresh water tank? If you know the answer, please put it in the comments, because I'd like to know, because I think it's a silly idea. There we go, happy days. Would have been nice if I'd had a new sink as well. I've got to try and get that bit of wood off, that's all about, stuck on there somewhere. I wonder if I can paint it. Might be able to paint it, but I think it might just look weird if I paint it, I don't know. It needs a jolly good clean though. I haven't done anything with it, you know. It's just been so hectic with everything else, you know, just general stuff in life, and doing other stuff that's more important than fixing a sink. But at least I've got that part fixed, so all I've got to do, as I said a minute ago, is put the pipe in the tank. But I have to do a little bit of other stuff now. If anyone knows a good upholsterer, or I don't know what they're called, the people who make the cushions for these, put me in touch, you know, leave a comment with their business name or whatever, because I want to get some proper cushions made for this little seating area that also becomes a bed. Because these foam cushions, I don't really know what the people who had this camper van before us were thinking. They threw away the old cushions and the old mattress and got these made, and them cushions, the covers, they got them made to put on here, but they're terrible. They're so spongy, you can't, when you lay on them, you're rolling around and you fall off the edge and things, and when you sit on them, you always feel like you're falling off the front. Very uncomfortable. So I want to get some proper cushions made up. I'm trying to look for prices at the moment, and I want fabric to match what we got on here now. But I'm looking around. I found a few places. They all seem to be far away, but that's all right. They're all happy. I've been bringing them up. They're all happy for me to give them measurements, and they make them and then send them to me. Happy days. But if any of you lot have had some done, had cushions made or had some recovered or whatever, and you've found a good place and you think that, you know, you'd like to recommend them to me, so I'll go there, and they're a decent price for what you get, please put it in the comments. I'd love to have a look and try and find, even if it's a local business to me, or if it's a local business to you, you know, and you want me to support a local business that does this kind of stuff, makes caravan cushions. It has to be caravan ones, so I don't want any old ones. I want proper caravan ones with the little roller on the front, buttons and that, you know. If you know a company that is near to you, let me know. I'd love to support a local business to someone. It doesn't have to be local to me. I'd love to support a local business, you know. That way, that's how the small businesses, they survive and they grow, because people, word of mouth, and then they get supported by people. Otherwise, they don't get custom, and then they die. And the bigger ones that are probably getting stuff from overseas, they thrive, unfortunately. But anyway, let me know. I had to wash all the covers because we've just come back from a few days. Quite a nice campsite, actually. One of the camping and caravanning club campsites. Quite a nice place. Went there quite spontaneously, didn't really plan it. We ended up going there. And let me turn this air conditioning off, it might be a bit noisy for you. It's just bloody hot in here, that was all. Bloody hell. Anyway, we didn't really plan it, spontaneously went there. But one of us was sick. It went everywhere. It was one of the kids. Sick, it went everywhere. And we couldn't go in the laundrette because you had to have coins, and I'd spent all the coins on things, you know. So we kind of bagged everything up in bin bags, and then when we got back, it all went in the washing machine and all got washed, and that was including these covers. So I've had to, so now I'm putting them all back on. At least now they smell lovely, better than they did before. There was always a little bit of a funny smell in here, and it doesn't matter what I'd done to try and get rid of it. It wasn't a bad smell. It's just a bit of a funny one, not like a musty smell, just like a weird smell. It doesn't matter what I'd done to get rid of it. You know, it'd be all right, and you'd leave it for a week, come back, and the smell would be there. It's probably not them. Oh, actually, this foam smells of it. But is it the foam that's causing the smell, or has the foam sucked up the scent, the smell, and now the foam smells of the smell? You know? Don't know, dear. But it's not like a musty smell, it's not a damp smell, it's nothing like that. It's just a smell, you know, and you think, well, that is. But now I've done everything, hopefully it'll go. I've wet vacuumed all the driver's seat and the passenger seat. We've got new carpet in here. Oh bloody, I'm putting mine inside out. What a cock. Done all that kind of stuff, and now I've washed these cushions, well, apart from the foam. So it should be good. I'm in luck. Hi, you lot. I'm just putting some finishing touches to this. Turn it off. Just putting some finishing touches to this bouncy castle sack barrow thing. So we're a few days later now, a few days after the first bit that you saw that I filmed earlier on in the week. But yeah, that's what I'm doing. By the way, that parcel came. parcel came, by the way. It's got in it the bit that I was talking about for that tap. I don't know I'm going to be able to do what I want to do with it, mind you. But I think I'll probably use this one as an actual shower. And the one that I've currently got in it, I'll probably butcher that one. Some of you might have an idea of what I'm going to try and do. But I'll be able to make a makeshift tap. So, and then maybe later on in the year or whenever I might be able to find an actual tap. Or I might just decide to change the whole lot and have a whole new tap with a thing on it, a whole new, I don't know. But for now, I think I'm going to make a makeshift tap. As long as it does tap things, lets water out of it, and I can brush my teeth, we can all brush our teeth, wash our hands, that's all that matters. And then we want to have a shower, just screw the shower on, happy days, which probably ain't going to be often, because I don't want to get any damp in there. But, there we go. So, thanks for watching, you lot. I'll catch you on the next one. I was going to wait for all the other parts to come, well not come, but all the other parts that I was going to buy them all and then finish the video with them, but as usual I'm constricted with many other things that are more important than doing that, so they're going to have to wait for a few more months yet. So thanks for watching, I'll see you on the next one. Treat people nice, just love everything, and that way we'll all have a nice happy life. You know the story by now, you know how it goes. So see you on the next one, you lot. All the best.